All right, we're out at the home of Cynthia Alcala, long-term client of ours. Done all her windows with RBA, done a couple doors, and now we're moving on to some siding. So we started out with a complete scope of work. It was a little bit more than she wanted to bite off right now. So what we're just going to focus on is the sidewall siding, some ancillary painting, and then basically leave the rest for maybe a future phase. It's pretty windy out here, so I hope you can hear me. So right now we're just doing the sidewall siding. We are doing a full tear off. So wherever we have siding, we're doing a full tear off. We are also insulating. So that's accounted for and charged for as part of the project. So we'll be insulating all sidewalls. Wrap the gable vent up top. The vent can stay with the chicken wire. We'll just retrim the vent and also paint that. We are wrapping both garage door frames and painting both garage doors. We'll have to remount the little alarm trigger right there, as well as the carriage light and address plaque. We're gonna just call them off. So right now it's kind of that recessed kind of deal right here. We're just gonna, the separation between the garage doors, we're just gonna make that a single column all the way up flush. It'll look a lot nicer. Not doing anything with the soffit or fascia. It could use a good fascia overlay, but right now it was a pretty substantial adder to the project because of all the gutters that she has that she wants to put back. So as of right now, we're not painting the soffit and the fascia. We looked at that scope of work and we reduced it back down to just the sidewalls and a little bit of ancillary painting to make it a little bit more feasible for her. So coming around to the side here, we got plenty of room. So all this siding above the door and the window, this door will be painted. Now there are two areas that have already been sided with Hardie plank. Those are going to stay, and we were doing overlay on those. So we're not tearing off any Hardie plank. The only stuff we're tearing off is the T111. So this little rake right here will be the Cedar Mill Select 8 1/4, just like the rest of the house overlay. And this little bump out right here with this large picture glider combo is Hardie Plank Select Sierra, and we're gonna go back with the Cedar Mill Select overlay. So I don't, the trim around the corners is already Hardie Plank, the window trim is not. I don't know if we can leave that corner trim and go inside. That'll be up to the installers, but that's a possibility because it is Hardie Plank trim and it was installed correctly. This door will also be painted. Again, a little apron above the door will become Hardie Plank. Same thing over this window and that bathroom window there. All those aprons will be Hardie Plank. Coming around to the back here, this little guy, this little gable, again, keep the gable vent, keep the chicken wire, retrim it with Hardie 1x4, and then Cedar Mill Select on the gable, including the area over the window. It's a really awesome backyard. It's a great house. Then we have the last side over here. So again, every single window, this door will be painted. All these aprons all the way across will all become Hardie Plank, and this gable will become Hardie Plank. That gable vent, again, keep the gable vent, keep the chicken wire, retrim it in Hardie 1x4. That's pretty straightforward. Again, that's a reduced scope of work. Now the only complication, we are definitely setting up a color consult for Jennifer to come out. Cynthia's very excited about that. We set the expectation clearly that if they get excited about a color change, which Cynthia would like to do, we're gonna have to have a talk, or at least, make it known that we are not including the painting of the soffit and fascia. So any kind of color change that they come up with is not, for the sake of our scope of work, is not going to include all the other ancillary painting that I priced originally in the scope of work that we scaled back from. So just wanted to make that ultimately clear. We spent some time talking about that, Cynthia and I did, but I just want to make sure that's clear that should you find a color that you absolutely love, that might have to be phase 2 or maybe added on to totally incorporate a full solution in terms of a color change that included the soffit and the fascia. So just, that's my disclaimer, and Just want to make it clear. So anyway, Cynthia, it's so good to see you after all these years, and we certainly appreciate you coming back to us. It means the world to us, and we're excited to work with you on this project. Thank you so much.